Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we're back in Zhélruka, the Pit of Stonejos. After helping the Dwarves, a body wants to show Fastrith the mosaic we found a few episodes ago, so let us show her the way.
Lead on, my friend.
Let's go, my friend. Alright, so...
Fortune smiles upon the Gúmachath, I think. Is there not an artist in Gundabad who might repair this broken mosaic?
You go ahead, I care not for Longbeard art. Should I? Yeah, let's turn quest rings off for a moment. We already had a picture of this, but now we have Fastrith and Bróin checking it out. This mosaic must have been quite lovely once. I have only been apprenticed to study it here for a short time, but I am certain he will want to see this. This is really something. It is a shame that the passage of the years has ruined such a work of art. Aye, so it is. I think this mosaic was damaged by more than just time, cousin. What makes you say that, Bróin? Orcs revel in the destruction of beauty. You speak truth. They delight in it. So many stones are missing. Villains must have taken them away. What do you think the mosaic depicted when it was made? Can't say. Actually, I think I can. You can? Cousin, do you remember when our fathers assembled the iron garrison at Erebor? Of course. A mosaic stood in the hole under the mountain. I have seen it. It stands now in the workshop of Stali the Hewer. He was seeking to restore it. I saw it there once when I visited my brother Eskil. I remember there was a mosaic, but that's all. That mosaic must have been a copy of this one. Yes, I can see it now. Durin the Deathless stands here. He delivers judgment to Mótsog, the traitor. If we were to find the stolen stones that made up the mosaic, we could restore it. That sounds hard. You are more likely to find the lost Savadivin, I think. Perhaps we will find both. Bróin will help me. I will. Imák calls for you from the other side of the chamber. Beriathan. Yes, Imák? What is it? Something smells foul, Beriathan. Let them study that mosaic. We should look around for the source of this unsettling odor. I think danger is near. Yeah, it was already established. Imák's nose and everything. Do you hear that? Could be more. Do not relax your guard. Yeah, here they come. that all? They're in here! Beriathan, get him! There will be more of them. Let's return to the others and prepare. What happened? I hear shouting. Hobgoblins. Hobgoblins! How exciting! How many are there? Does it matter? Spoken like a lungbeard, Imák. Huh. Beriathan, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready, but now that we're here, let's see if I can get all of you guys in the picture. I can, but it's not a good framing, I think. These hobgoblins do not know who they have chosen for dancing partners. Let us show them the mistake they have made. Here they come. More of them. We'll never leave here alive. I don't know. Was it? Was that the last of them? You tell me. It seems so. That is a pity. I was just getting warmed up. Me too, Fastrith. But now I can better examine the mosaic, so I suppose that is for the best. And I will help you, Fastrith. We will restore the mosaic in this chamber, hobgoblins or no hobgoblins. Or worse? Or worse. That was well fought, Beriathan. Perhaps these longbeards can take care of themselves after all, so long as there is a stout axe nearby to lend a hand. Yeah, never change, Imák.
There is something about this chamber.
And it's not the hobgoblins. Well, it's not just the hobgoblins. Imák sniffs the air. Yes, there is something peculiar about the air in here. You know my sense of smell is highly refined, do you not? Well, something here is a bother to it, and I don't like it. What we have here, it's not good enough to switch, not yet. But since it's not good enough, let's see the other variants. I don't like any of those, so let's take the medium armor.
It is the unpleasant stench of ritual that I smell.
The distinctive odor of magic, the smell of a spell lingers about this chamber. I suspect it is the doing of Angmarim cultists such as those the scouts have spied lurking about the Vale of Câr Bronach. What say you others? Will you come with us and hinder the workings of this Angmarim? If they have conducted some evil in this chamber, we will make them tell us.
I believe I will remain here if that is all right with you.
There is still much to be learned about this mosaic, though it lacks so many of its stones. Perhaps Bróin will keep me company?
Someone should stay with Fastrith and keep her company.
I would go with you, Beriathan, but someone should stay with Fastrith and keep her company while she studies the mosaic. Wouldn't you say? It would be a lonely business otherwise.
Let them stay.
They could smell the distinct aura of magic that hangs upon this chamber. They would not wish to stay, but few noses can boast of such perception as mine possesses. Alright, so now meet up with Imák at the Witch Gate between the Pit of Stonejos and Câr Bronach. So that's where we're going next. Awesome. But we're gonna be leaving the chamber of Zul-mazal And that means we're gonna be left really far away from the actual Witch Gate. So let me think about it. What do we do? Because if we use our milestone back to the camp, we still need to fight our way through Zhélruka. I still think we are relatively close by. We just gotta take the path down to Zhélruka and from there to the Witch Gate. Yeah, there's no easy way. There's no easy way to the Witch Gate in here. And I don't think using our boar it's gonna be really useful, because you've seen these bats. You see they have a taste for stunning us, and that would dismount us. So maybe we just make our way the old-fashioned way. So I must still give it a try if we are able to get out of combat before we get to the hobgoblins, which doesn't seem likely at this rate. So I guess we'll just run like usual. Hopefully not too not too long before we can mount back up. Okay, let's try the boar and let's see how we fare using the boar. We're about to complete the Explorer Deed of Stonjos as well, and the Meta Deed, which means we will unlock a new gem quest for the Throne of Citadel. But once again, we're not gonna focus on that just yet. Completing this deed will leave us right there at the border with Câr Bronach. Oh, it wouldn't make sense going back to Mótsog just for the jewel quest. There we go. Okay, yeah, we are approaching the Witch Gate now. Now, I do remember the first time I came in here with my other Warden when Gundabad was just released. The Trophy Hunter quest, I found a guy roaming about this place. But it seems he's not here today. I mean, well, I guess that works for the better, because seeing as how we haven't been able to find any of the trophy hunters yet, I think I might save that for its own episode later down the road. Beyond the harsh black stone of the Witch Gate lies Câr Bronach, the Sorrowglen. Give me just a second in there, because we got a lot of things in here. Completed Scythes of Stonjos, Explorer of the Pit, Confidence is now level 80. We completed Explorer of the Stonjos, and then Valor got to level 80, and we are doing Loyalty, and completed Deeds of Stonjos, and with that Loyalty got to level 79, which means almost capped 25 LOTRO points. Give me just a second in here. So we have Deeds of Stonjoss, some Embers, some Virtue XP, 10 LOTRO points, another 10 LOTRO points and 2 potions, plus the Virtue XP for the Explorer Deed, and Sights of Stonjoss, 5 LOTRO points, the title and the Virtue XP. You have explored the Pit of Stonjoss in great detail once again. Loyalty, it's almost at level 80. We're about to hit level 136, which means we will unlock one more rank. So I guess, yeah, we'll do loyalty for the time being. And 25 LOTRO points. And here we have Imák. I wanted to take a picture of the Witch Gate, actually. It's not much that you can see in here. So yeah, maybe not. Anyway. Strange runes carved into the Witch Gate lend the passage a foreboding air. Well, you can see the runes, I can't.
We have arrived. This is the Witch Gate.
Scouts report that the Veil Beyond is crawling with Angmarim cultists. I do not know much of these people, but I understand you have adventures in their realm. What can you say of them? You briefly described your adventures in Angmar, and Imák nods sagely. Aye, it sounds dreadful. Guard against such bewitchment as they seek to bring against us, and we will stand strong, Beriathan. They are servants without a master now, and we will scatter them like dried leaves. You fear them not, and neither shall I.
I studied the maps of the Gabilaka and learned enough to plan our next steps.
I do not know these lands, but I studied the maps of the Gabilaka and learned enough of them to plan our next steps. Curious, because last time well, maybe not last time, but first time we heard about Câr Bronach, it wasn't even in the maps. Anyway, we should head north through Câr Bronach and see the state of the Iron Pass. No doubt it has been well traveled in the months since the fall of Angmar reborn. It is not just the Angmarim that haunt the slopes. Let us slay the beasts that threaten our passage as we make for the Iron Pass. Are we really going to the Iron Pass? And here we go, Zul-mazal, the Jewel of Mazal. Rusty Graver, the greatest foreman of the Ironfall, has learned the location of the secret Jewel of Mazal. While the jewel has been found, it will take a skilled hero to recover it and return it to the throne. You should seek out Rusty Graver as soon as you're able. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. I promise. Don't know when yet, but we'll get to that eventually. You did the last frontier of Angmar, Mur Shatraug, the Witch Gate. As you pass out of Mount Gundabad into Câr Bronach, an uneasy chill runs up your spine. So this is the Explorer of Câr Bronach, right? Yeah, 9 locations for this one. For just 1000 virtue XP, and that doesn't seem fair. But okay. You find one of Múta's scouts, Guardian, wounded and taking shelter beside a rampart.
You are a welcome sight to these weary eyes. Suffice it to say, things have gone awry.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
Before we set out, Múta warned us that some new purpose has kindled the spirits of the Dourhands and that they serve one of their own sworn to the Iron Crown, Brathar Crackhelm. We made every preparation, or so we thought. No sooner had we passed through the Witch Gate than we were caught in a trap. Múta was captured by the Dourhands, but I do not know what has become of Karsa or Uzbad. Alas, Beriathan, I'm in no condition to mount a rescue. I'm afraid you will have to manage that, my friend. As the Guardian braces his leg, you notice a lengthy gash in the armor covering his thigh. Bah, it looks worse than it is. At the very least, I can make it back to Barkstad on my own to tell Ozma what has happened. Do not let these Dourhands get at the last laugh, Beriathan. Múta must be freed before it is too late. Yeah, fun fact, when Gundabad was initially released, there were some clipping issues and Guardian was basically inside this rampart. You could still target him and advance the quests, but it wasn't easy and it wasn't pretty. Now we have some more quests. After exploring Mur Shatraug, the Witch Gate, you have discovered Dourhands loyal to the Iron Crown guarding the pass to Câr Bronach. Although Mur Shatraug was defied long ago by the Witch King of Angmar, newly erected banners of the Dourhands and the Iron Crown lay false claim to the easternmost entrance to Mount Gundabad. You should destroy banners of the Dourhands and the Iron Crown and work to claim Mur Shatraug for the Gavilaka. After exploring Mur Shatraug, the Witch Gate, you have discovered Dourhands loyal to the Iron Crown guarding the pass to Câr Bronach. Countless supplies are scattered among their encampment on the Witch Gate, many of which are still bound and sealed to resist the harsh climb of Câr Bronach. The wicked, the Dourhands are not over fond of Orcish rations of weaponcraft, so it is likely their supplies might contain things of value to the Gavilaka as they work to reclaim Mount Gundabad. You should collect Dourhands supply crates at Mur Shatraug for the good of the Gavilaka. After exploring Mur Shatraug, the Witch Gate, you have discovered Dourhands loyal to the Iron Crown guarding the pass to Câr Bronach. If the conquest of Mount Gundabad is to succeed, the Iron Crown and their wicked allies must be defeated and driven from the mountain home and its surrounding lands. You should defeat Dourhand Dwarves at Mur Shatraug. Alright. Simple enough, I guess. But I do remember these Dourhands are also the kind of enemies you don't want to fight a lot on your own, because they can get a lot of damage going if you are not careful. We have unlocked a few more deeds before I forget. Iron Crown Slayer of Câr Bronach, which doesn't seem like a lot, but there are 3 tiers of this thing, I think. And the quests, 1 out of 15? Really? Alright, whatever you say. I'm not sure if it's Câr Bronach, Glooming Tarn, or Clovengap, but one of these areas, maybe possibly more of them, would have 3 tiers of Angmarim slaying, and that is just too much, and I think it's Câr Bronach. But regardless of which one it is, having 3 tiers of a Slayer deed is just too much. Now here, Mur Shatraug is also another location where you will find a rare chest on one hand and a treasure cache on the other. You just gotta make sure once again to explore both wings of this place. And I know I just told you not to do it, but I got too tempted. But as you can see here, God. That was too much. Yeah, that was too much. You have done much to combat the Dourhands in service of the Iron Crown at Mur Shatraug, the Witch Gate. But I'm not looking forward to doing that again. These guys hit like a truck. Oh, they did it. They finally did it. You're not getting me. Last time I wasn't here, they also killed me. And that means the rest circle is further down in Câr Bronach. It doesn't make any sense being sent there so soon. No, I'm not letting you do that to me. Putting up a fight, and before I forget, let us get Garliv back up. No, not falling on that trap again. At least with the Slayer leading Câr Bronach is, what was it again? Servants of the Iron Crown. So that means Dourhands, Angmarim, and we will meet some Hillmen here too. Dourhand Overseer. Come on. Well, at least there's that. And here you can see we found the first rare chest during Gundabad. Well, in Câr Bronach. So we got the deed, once again, 4 chests, and if memory serves me right, no, this is the last chest in which you will get just regular crafting materials. But starting with Glúintarn, which is the next area after Câr Bronach, these chests will also include sandstone shards, which are very important. The crit item basically for this tier, so it's good to have them. That's what I thought. Some of these guys are starting to respawn. I was trying to just clear the way and get the items on my way back. And it seems it will not work. Gotta be quick. Ah, no, they are back. What a shame. Maybe if I hadn't died. But I'm not so sure about that. Alright, here we have another supply crate. Oh, come on! I was about to take you down. So that's one side. Now we just gotta go to the other one. No! That's... Oh. That's what you get for trying to avoid some fights. Oh, for God's sake. Yes, Garly, fighting these guys is a pain. But we're about to be done with this. So let's cross our fingers. Come over here. And yeah, I think 3 at a time is as much as we can do. Without trying to get more than we can chew. There you can see the treasure cache. And I'm not sure if there is an invisible wall here or if we can get it through here. We can, but there is another path that will take us here. Well, yeah, it certainly beats having to come all the way around just for this. Well, not just for this, but mainly for this. Right, that's treasure cache number 1. 1 out of 8, as usual. Alright. You have collected many supply crates at Mur Shatraug, depriving the Dourhands loyal to the Iron Crown of vital resources. These supply crates will be searched and their contents will be used to aid the Gavilakai in the reclamation of Mount Gundabad. Yes! Level 136. And yeah, some more reputation. That means, now that we have hit level 136, these portents are no longer of use to us. And I just realized we could have used those and avoid getting killed a few minutes ago. Oh my god. That was the last time we could have used those portents, because now they don't help us in the slightest. What a shame. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. Well, I'm gonna get these portents back to shared storage when I have some time, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with these 3 extra slots in my bar. As I said, it seems this year we will also have a new Ill Omens event, and maybe we'll get new portents for level 140 and up. But in the meantime, I think we can get our 4? Maybe this other steed. And what else? I think this goat we can do without. Yeah, this. Why not? And we'll take these items in here. We have found Múta. You discover Múta locked in a cage within the Dourhands encampment at the Witch Gate. But before we do so, we gotta get one more banner in here. Would you please go down? So we avoided this path in here where we could have found the treasure cache. So yeah, we avoided some guys in any case. You have destroyed many banners of the Dourhands and the Iron Crown at Mur Shatraug. Through your efforts, the passing to Câr Bronach from Mount Gundabad will be made safe for the Gavilaka. Now we just gotta take care of Múta.
Live or die. I shall not be a prisoner again.
Beriathan, what are you doing here? Múta's voice shrinks to a gruff whisper. I didn't expect for help to be sent so soon, but given the circumstances, I'm more than happy to be wrong. When the Dourhands ambushed us, I saw Karsa and Uzvad escape to the east. But have you seen Guardian? You tell Múta that Guardian escaped and that he now intends to warn Ausma and Lord Gloin of the danger beyond the Witch Gate. It seems our efforts to foil the Iron Crown in Elderslate did not go as unnoticed as we hoped. After the Dourhands threw me in this cage, I overheard them mumbling about new orders from Brathar. Unfortunately, they were wise enough to continue their conversations where I couldn't eavesdrop on them. Why don't you see if some of them have been foolish enough to keep their orders on hand? I'll keep trying to free myself in the meantime. Come on, Múta, I have already fought the entire camp looking for you. And now you're telling me to do it again? No. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it should work. Well, at least we got that. Needed Iron Crown Slayer of Câr Bronach. Let us check that. So 5 LOTRO points and some reputation, basically, that's it. Now, advanced, we need to do 240. Well, seeing as how we already have the first year of this deed just by doing this, I think it's safe to assume that, yes, Câr Bronach has 3 tiers of this deed. Second tier for 240 Dourhands, well, Servants of the Iron Crown. And the last tier 360. And that's still a lot. Even with the deed accelerator, that's still a whole lot of slaying. But at least, well, we have the orders in here. Come over here.
I?
Did you find anything? You hand the orders to Múta and as she reads them, her eyebrows raise and lower a few times. After a moment she scoffs. Bah, if these orders are to be believed, we and the Zhélruka have our work cut out for us. From what I can tell, the Iron Crown as well as their Dourhand and Hillman allies now serve one named High Priestess Asahel. I cannot be certain of it, but I would not doubt she is a descendant of the corrupt men of Westerness. It seems the Iron Crown has laid claim to that fortress across the valley, the Dwarves they call it. It is said they seek something called Grúmachath, but I cannot glean anything else about it from these orders. Is it some sort of artifact? A spell of old Angmar? Whatever it is, I'm certain it won't be good for us or the Gavilaka if they find it. Things are more urgent than they seemed, Beriathan. Will you fetch me my weapons? The Dourhands took them and set them on a table over there, just out of my reach. I have an idea on how to escape from this cage, but I'd feel a lot better about it if I wasn't unarmed. For God's sake. Talking to my friend here. God. Múta's dagger is stained black, perhaps from a crude dye or orcish blood. I'm leaning on the blood. Múta's axe is of a simple design, but it has clearly seen much use.
Do you need something?
You have them? Give them here, my friend. As Múta examines her axe and dagger, a smile forms at the corner of her mouth. You have my thanks, Beriathan. It'll be time to put them to use soon enough.
Never underestimate the enemy.
Subtlety has served me well in the past, but from what I have learned, the Iron Crown answer only to two things: their self-styled masters and force. Within the orders you found, there was mention of a jailer dispatched to Witchgate to deliver me to the Iron Crown at the Dwarves. As I am swiftly learning, the Iron Crown seem fond of bestowing fanciful titles upon themselves and their followers. For instance, they call this would-be jailer a key warden. If one needs for so many keys, I wager they do not trust their locks. Unless my ears have deceived me, the Dourhands use some sort of summoning horn to communicate with the Iron Crown. Perhaps if you were to greet the key warden in the Dourhands' stead, you might find a key to this cage. And where is that horn, I wager? Let me guess. The other wing, where we were just at. It makes sense, as you've seen, the quest flow will have you come to Múta first. I mean, if you came to Múta first, as the devs intended, you would still have the other half of the Witchgate to explore, so it makes sense the Key Warden will be in there. So that way the game makes sure you visit the two wings of this place, but on our case it means we're backtracking again. Well, at least we are advancing one of the most annoying deeds in Gundabad. And one of the last I completed, if memory serves me right. It's just defeating 720 of these guys. Any way you look at it, it's too much. Once again, even with the rep booster, with the deed accelerator, it's too much for an Slayer deed. Please leave me be lag. This is not a good location to have lag. These guys hit very hard. And I need all the advantages I can get, not more hindrances. Will you please also drop down? I was down the ramp. Come on. Yeah, once again, at least advancing this deed a whole lot. You can technically see why this deed is so long, but I'm willing to die on that hill, it's still too much. Beneath the arches of the Witch Gate, you discover a crude horn hanging from a post. You hear someone approach. What trickery is this? Who dares defy the Iron Crown? You should be very well acquainted with me by now. Mount Gundabad shall soon serve Angmar, and so shall you all. You're the Death Slayer of Câr Bronach, and that is for the Bad White we just defeated. As the Iron Crown Key Warden falls defeated, you collect a small key from his belt. Dead in Câr Bronach, 120. Alright. We can do that one too. Back to Múta, yet again. There we go. Can I talk to Múta now? They're gonna fight me, make me fight these three guys. You just know it.
Never underestimate the enemy.
Well, any luck? You show Múta the single small key you retrieved from the Iron Crown Key Warden. I must admit, Beriathan, I hope you return with a whole key ring. I guess we'll have to hope this one does the trick. To your and Múta's surprise, the lock on her cage disengages.
Aye.
Ha! I was beginning to think I was going to have file on one of those bars down. File one of those bars down. Well done, Beriathan. Now let's get out of here.
Aye?
After I was captured, I spied some Zhélruka to the northeast. It was an unintended benefit of being in prison so high up, it seems. According to what little the Gavilakan knows of this region, there is an old Angmarim settlement in that direction known as Grúmachath. Perhaps that is where the Zhélruka have made camp, or perhaps not, but anywhere is better than staying here. Let's go, Beriathan, I will show you the way. Yeah, well, Múta is already here. What am I doing this again? Múta rushes to your side. Yeah, no need to that. Anyway, I'm thinking if we have Múta as an escort, that means she will most likely give us a couple more quests on our way to Grúmachath. Makes sense, right? Now, I think we need to take a little detour before we get to Grúmachath, because I think there's a possibility of getting another treasure cache. We need to climb a slope, but I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I think it's through here. There's a Beast Slayer as well, right? Beast Slayer of Câr Bronach. Yeah, that's true. And 120 as well. Alright. So, without giving too much away, Câr Bronach is also the first location in Gundabad where you will have more than 3 Slayer deeds. And that means there's a lot more grinding to happen here. As you have seen, we have already unlocked 3 of the Slayer deeds here in Câr Bronach, but there will be more. There is at least one more, and I'm not sure if there is maybe another one even. Very well might be. Not sure. But as we make our way, trying to, well, double check if there is indeed a treasure cache in here. We'll see how it goes. And this guy, Zhélruka, is at long last one of the enemies we need to defeat for the treasure hunter quest. And I'm debating right now, do we grab this guy now or not? Because the thing with the treasure hunter quests, much like as an Zul-mazal, you gather the trophy will take some backspace. Well, I think it will take some backspace, I'm not so sure. You needed backspacing as an Zul-mazal, but I'm not sure if you will need backspace in Gundabad, but let's say you do. It will occupy some backspace, but you can only turn in the quest after you go back to the steep set. And I don't think we'll be going back to the steep set anytime soon, so I'm not sure. Oh, come on. Because our options are, we do a Zhélruka right now and risk occupying a back slot for God knows how long, or we wait and risk Zhélruka not being here when we decide to go treasure hunting. Zhélruka has different spawn locations like most other treasure hunter quests, but you might also be unlucky enough and have somebody else fight him just as we start doing or looking for him. So I might regret this, but we're gonna save that guy for later. Once again, I think it would be better to save the entirety of the treasure hunting quests for its own episode. But still, we got the treasure cache, which is what we were looking for in any case. And for the time being, let us go back to the main path and make our way to Grúmachath. Come on. Once again, please don't lag. Where are you, Múta? I don't know what is it with the NPCs and their AI. You saw Ozma's apprentices didn't have any issues following me through Zhélruka all the way to the throne room, but now Múta, in a much more open space, it's struggling so much. I don't get it. For God's sake, Múta, please hurry up. I think there was a landscape quest we might have missed, but we will be going back to that location for more things. So I think for the time being, it's safe if we skip that. We will not be missing much. You did scouting the Sorrow Glen, Grúmachath. There we go.
Never.
Amidst the battered stones of an old Angmarim settlement, the Zhélruka have made camp. Ah, here we are at last. Múta looks around Grúmachath and spies several Zhélruka standing around a campfire. That looks to be the dwarf in charge, Beriathan. I will go announce us. Come on over in a moment. Múta runs off toward the center of Grúmachath. Well, first of all, we're gonna grab the stable master. Second of all, we have just hit level 136, which means we have another reforge available. Once again, I want to see how much of a difference does this really make. All Tracy slots have been upgraded to level 480. And what else? Yeah, an increase in DPS and tactical healing, so that's
You
good.
are welcome among us,
What
friend.
about the sword? Once again, another increase in DPS, a very good one, I should say. And, well, basically nothing else, but that's good enough. Longbeard Messenger.
Have you a moment?
Yeah, you still want to take us to Gloomingtarn, but we're not headed to Gloomingtarn yet. Don't you worry, we're getting there. Let's grab the milestone. Múta appears to be speaking with the Zhélruka in charge of Grúmachath. Mesto. Long time no see. There you are, Beriathan. I was just telling Mesto about the hardship we encountered in our journey to Grúmachath. In exchange for our aid, the Zhélruka are willing to give us quarter and supplies as needed. That is kindness enough for me, my friend, but why don't you speak to Mesto yourself?
Hell!
Câr Bronach has drawn the attention of all sorts, it seems. Perhaps Prince Durin did not wish to be left out. As I said to Múta, you may aid us and make camp among us, but in matters of this expedition, I will answer only to the orders of Prince Ingor. Is that understood? Yeah, you don't need to get so touchy.
Gundabad shall be ours at last.
Alright, so here we are at camp and we will begin helping the Zhélruka, but as you see here, we have this quest. We have two different quests actually. We have a lot of bounties here on the board, so that's a lot of things we will need to get going with on a Câr Bronach, and that will have to wait until the next one. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.